Alright guys, so I'm gonna talk a bit about Paul now in Season 2, and he's one of the characters who has been hit by the Nerf hammer. As you will see, they've changed the properties of some of his other moves in positive directions that absolutely makes them stronger and makes him perhaps more interesting. They've given you way more opportunities now to knock people down flat on their back and death fist in this fashion. Oh shit. Why are you blocking, Katarina? This sort of thing. They've really gone balls to the wall with that sort of thing. You have way more options to get them on their back now with Paul and death fist them. And that's great, but they nerfed heavily some of his key moves. Heavily! In Season 1, I thought his back 1-2 and his quarter circle back 4 were some of the best moves in the game, and they are both homing, just amazing moves. Both of those moves have been nerfed quite a lot, and we're gonna get into that. And of course a damage nerf on Death Fist, which was not an enormous damage nerf, but absolutely to the point where you can see that it does slightly less. So yeah, Paul players are going to see some drastic changes in Season 2. But let's start from the very beginning. 3-2 hits lower. It's got an increased vertical hitbox, which is kind of weird because it always had a very low hitting hitbox. It would be very easy to combo with this, you know, for example, jab, 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 jab. This would always pick up because it hits very low, so I don't know, does it hit grounded now perhaps? Please stop side quick rolling. So my guess is this will very reliably hit, quite reliably hit grounded now, people rolling and stuff like that. And then forward 1-4, as you can see, he steps way more now. This always used to be a very evasive knockdown mid. It's way more evasive now. Paul really takes a big sidestep, and animation slightly changed, huge shoulder, and actually now guarantees a death fist. So as I said at the start, we've got way more moves now to put them flat on their ass for a guaranteed death fist. This is absolutely a buff, and an interesting buff. So yeah, and continuing with the same theme, down forward 1-1-2, same thing. The second hit used to not give anything guaranteed, but now, no, the last hit, and now it puts them flat on their ass for a guaranteed death fist. This is a big buff. Down forward 1-1-2. It's not a natural combo, but the last hit is safe. It's a great string, so people would do down forward 1-1, down forward 1-1, and then you'd suddenly add the last hit and try and catch them. So that's good for Paul. That's good for Paul. Down forward 1-2, the last hit has got decreased pushback, as you can see, so it's much easier to punish. Down 4, the first hit of Demo Man, and the first hit of Demo Man from down 1, it's got no pushback now on block. As you can see, Paul is just right next to them when it's blocked. So that's a nerf, but it's not a huge nerf. It was always extremely unsafe. Back to 1 has got a different reaction on hit. Someone will have to explain this to me. Didn't it always look like this? Or no, did the second hit knock down perhaps? Okay, so it doesn't knock down anymore. But or did I look? No, I'm sorry. I looked at the wrong move. This is safe now. It used to be -12. I'm sorry. This is safe now, and it's 0 on hit instead of -2. So this move got buffed. What I wanted to say was that back 1-2. Huge fucking nerf. This used to be the best 12 frame punish in the game. It's still safe, it's still high, but as you can see, it doesn't give that ridiculous Oki knockdown. It just spins them around now. This is a huge nerf. huge nerf. But back 1-2 into run up Oki, down back 2, or Death Fist, forward 4-2-1. That was insanely good. So this is a huge nerf for Paul. Massive nerf. But it still has great range, but it's not anymore the best 12 frame punish in the game. Let's see, opponent after mid-air hit was changed. Okay. Okay, this suddenly throws them far away. I don't know why. Okay, that's a change. It didn't used to throw them far away. And of course, now we're gonna talk about his key moves, like quarter circle back 4. This used to be +3 on block, it's only +1 now. That's a huge nerf. And on counter hit, it no longer tilts them to the side. What you would do was, you know, from the side, this combo into guaranteed forward 4. That's gone. Okay, whatever. Because now they won't tilt to the side. You will only have them. And note the nerfed damage on Death Fist as combo ender. You can really see that. So you will no longer get these insane things, you know, where if you were in rage, you would do this. Oh shit! You would do quarter circle back 4 into sidestep. Rage art cancel into death combo, that's gone. And no longer sidestep while standing 3-2 into guaranteed death fist into forward 4. So this is a big combo nerf here. So overall, this key move of Paul, quarter circle sway 4, massive nerf. That's gonna hurt him a lot. This was his go-to pressure move, homing. You're not gonna be able to spam that like crazy anymore. So big nerf. And same thing for up back 2. That also used to tilt them to the side for while standing 3-2 death fist forward 4, massive damage. You're not gonna get that anymore. You have them from straight ahead. Normal combo, not massive damage combo. Normal combo. Let's see. They've improved. This is now his wall bounce. They've improved the speed of it with 6 frames, so it's still insanely slow, but not as slow as it was. It's +9 on block, which is insane. So yeah, that's not a good wall bounce move. I mean, it's so slow and it's very steppable. So yeah, that's a really bad wall bounce move. If that's the only wall bounce move he has, that's not good. That's not good at all. As I said, death is lower damage. Slight damage increase on the low here, 17 instead of 14. Still not a very good string. But this is a big buff. While standing 2 is faster, from close range it's actually gonna be 15 frames fast now. So lows that are -15, like for example Leo's down for 2-3. No, it was buffed in Season 2, but -15 lows are gonna get launched now by Paul if he is close enough. I know they increased the recovery speed. This recovers faster now. So on wall you can actually death fist afterwards. You used to only get a very clunky combo like down for 1-1-2. But this recovers much faster now on the wall splat for an easy death fist. That's good. And I don't know if it's useless, but the just frame version of this throw, that just frame version does 20 damage now instead of 15, but it's still fucking useless, I think. So Paul overall nerfed. nerfed, I would say. Some slight buffs here on that. That got buffed. But down 4, slight nerf. Back 1-2, huge nerf. Wall bounce move is up 4-2, which is a pretty fucking crap move. His really strong quarter circle back 4 got fucking nerfed to the ground. So I don't know. Paul is not as cheesy anymore. He still retains his insane Rage Art cancel for enormous damage. Oh, okay, so that's still there. But he's not gonna be able to do quarter circle back 4 into death combo anymore. But that combo is still there. But you don't have easy access to it anymore. But as you can see, it's still there. If I can actually get it. Okay, whatever. It's still there. So yeah, Paul has been changed quite a lot, and a lot of people are gonna drop Paul now, I think. But yeah, he's still gonna be a damage monster, still gonna be fun to play. I guess he's just a tiny bit more reasonable now. But yeah, that's it for Paul. I hope you Paul mains aren't too upset with this. I guess people who really enjoy Paul are gonna stick with him, and the people who played him because he was just an absolute beast with very little effort are probably gonna drop Paul and jump right on the Claudio bandwagon, I'm sure.